Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Molly.
And this is IET, and we help youth athletes move better, perform better, and play better. If you want to be a runner, and you want to be a triple jumper or a long jumper, it's plyometrics. You have to be able to explode. And that means basically learning how to explode and learning how to do it better and learning the correct form and technique, and then basically practicing it and developing more power in your legs. We start with the core and we start with the glutes.
Feet wider. Good. Heels.
The reason we start with the glutes is because we sit on our butt all day long, and that basically makes them inhibited. And if the biggest muscle in your entire body, which is your glute max, is not functioning correctly, that means we're going to have to use some smaller stabilizers. We're going to have to use a lot of different things to kick in and step that up. So this is called a glute bridge. We're actually, again, we're going back to the green mini band because before we realized she had some issues with stabilizing her hips correctly. So we're using this as an RNT, reactive neuromuscular training, to basically keep her glutes switched on. Excellent, good. And again, this is part of every single warm-up. Every single athlete that comes in here is going to do this exercise. It's how we warm up. It's how we prime our body to move better. This is called a quadruped exercise. So hands are right below shoulders, knees right below hips. She's got to use her core right here, and we're going to get her to use her core, her glutes, and then her upper back muscles, and we're going to also get her to basically stabilize her core using the deep core stabilizers correctly, and then move her arms and legs around it, which is kind of how we want to move in life. So you're going to take your left arm and your right leg and just extend them both straight out. Yep. And down. And again. Okay, so this is a classic example. When we did the evaluations earlier on, come back down, we found that she really liked to go into extension with her neck and with her back. What we want to see in this movement is basically no movement whatsoever through that spine. So we should be able to have this right on there, and she should be able to extend her arm and leg, go, and down. What Alora likes to do is really extend up there to her upper back and her neck, and then she creates a huge kyphosis through here. So now, to challenge this exercise a little bit more, we would simply take a little band like this, put this round on. Good, so what I want you to do is I want you to take your right arm and your left leg, extend them both straight out. Yep, and down. Now again, remember we talked before about this nice stable platform through here. The thoracopelvic canister here is really stable. Our cervical is really stable as well. Don't lift that head too much, okay? Straight out again. Good, a little higher at this foot. There we go. And again, there's even a little bit of a kind of a shift laterally too, and down. How's that feel? You feel your abs kicking when you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, one more time. Straight out. That's better. Good. And down. So this basically is giving her a little bit of resistance to her core. It's a core exercise, okay? It's challenging here. People think about the core, and it's always, people think about the crunches and about all these things about trying to make your abs look better. Their job are stabilizers. You can't train them in like sets of 20 or sets of 30. That's not how they work. We train them by getting her to stabilize correctly while she's moving her arms and legs. And when she doesn't move and everything stays totally stable while she's moving her arms and legs, then you know that her abs are actually working correctly. So now we want to go into an exercise that's going to be more beneficial for her as an athlete as far as movement and running. It's going to be a single leg deadlift. What we're basically going to do is get you to stand on one leg. And the leg that you're going to kind of have in the air is going to be straight on a line from your ankle to your knee, through your hip, to your shoulder, through your ear. And what we're basically going to do, if I demonstrate here, we're going to go back, keeping this line here, hinge my leg back, okay, to there, right back up again. Sport is not played on two legs. Everyone thinks about, squats or leg presses in particular, which is totally ridiculous. We don't move like this. We move like this. So if you can't move one leg and stabilize one leg as you move the other, you're not going to be very efficient. So there, kick the back leg back, there, and back up. Good. A little straighter in that right leg. Yep, right knee a little straighter, and then left. So you're going to get this hand out in front. That's it. Straighten this leg back. Straighten this one. Yeah, there. Good. Now, fire the right hamstring, glute, and come back up again. Yeah, now let's go to the left leg, but I want you to turn and face this direction. Good. So now left leg, same thing. Good, and back up. Drive that hip through, drive that hip through. Good, so a good way for us to coach this and help her a little bit is to put a dowel behind her back. What it's going to force her to do is keep that alignment. In everything that we do, we want to have this nice alignment between our head, our T-spine, and our sacrum. So you're basically going to put that rod right back through here. Bring this hand back. Yep. You can hold it right there. Chest up tall. Good. So see how now this head even back further, right there. Good. Touches the back of your head, touches your T-spine right through here, and touches your sacrum. Maintain those 3 contact points as you do the exercise. We'll do 3 reps each side. Good, and up. 1. Keep that leg in the air. Keep that right foot in the air. Okay, so see a slight rotate. See how it gets a little harder? When you have to maintain perfect posture and perfect alignment, all of a sudden your body starts to rotate a little bit because it wasn't quite used to having to work that, that efficiently. Same thing on the side. Think about being tall. Remember, don't work into lean. Stay as tall as you can. Hinge from the hips. Good, and fire that glute and come back up. How'd that feel?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, all these exercises are basically an evaluation for us. These show us how she moves. They show us her tendencies and how she basically compensates, because that's what's happening. There's a lot of compensation going on. So we kind of then use this stuff as well with our other evaluations to figure out what her natural patterns are, where she's not working correctly, and that helps us build our program with the corrective exercise in the beginning with to get her basically moving correctly, and then get some more substantial work on top trying to build some stability through her legs and her core.